At precisely 8:32-ish, Exhibit A, Woody, was kidnapped.
I'm a pretty big fan of the Toy Story franchise. The first Toy Story movie is a classic that's beloved by millions that grew up on the film. Toy Story 2 showed us how good a Disney sequel could be. Toy Story 3 would come out over 10 years after the second film, but still managed to be a really good movie that added a great villain and fun new characters. And even though Toy Story 4 is my least favorite, I actually like it. And I know there's other movies in the franchise, and one is okay, I guess, but the other I'm not really a fan of. What makes a favorite to someone can differ from person to person. So in this video, I'm going to be looking into my own personal reasons why Toy Story 2 is my favorite movie in the franchise. So let's get this thing started. The Toy Story 2 opening scene is awesome. Of course, it's the space-themed Buzz intro that starts with a bang. It's jam-packed with action. Chair-gripping excitement.
So, we meet again, Buzz Lightyear, for the last time.
Not today, sir.
And die-hard laughter. And what makes it even better is when you find out what you're watching is Rex playing a video game.
Oh, no! Oh, you almost had it.
An intro with Rex's gameplay, I don't know why, but that just makes me happy. For about 90% of the movie, Buzz is on a rescue mission to save Woody, along with Slinky Dog, Rex, Ham, and Mr. Potato Head, and even a second Buzz.
Making our way through the bowels of Zurg's fortress.
You know, I think that buzz owl went to his head.
On the way to saving Woody, we see the characters cross the street under orange cones, go into a toy store, and have some complications. Climb up an elevator shaft and end up on a running chase to save Woody in the airport. This mission to save Woody is filled with excitement, new characters, and belly-rolling laughter.
I may not be a smart dog, but I know what roadkill is.
Another reason I love these parts so much is that these are my favorite supporting characters in Toy Story on this mission with Buzz.
That's Woody! Ow!
This way!
Toy Story 2 in a lot of ways is Woody's story. We learn along with Woody the origin of where he came from, a famous TV show from the 1950s called Woody's Roundup.
Go. Hold on. Ride like the wind, Bullseye!
That's right, the character we love and know from the Toy Story franchise is from another franchise. I think it's a great idea. And I have to say, Woody's reaction to seeing all the merch from his old beloved TV show is the same reaction I got the first time I seen the movie in the theaters way back in 1999. All these scenes with Woody and these new characters to the Toy Story franchise, but old characters to the Woody's Roundup franchise, are filled with so many different emotions, and that's something I really like in my movies. With each Toy Story movie, we get exciting new characters that join the franchise. In Toy Story 3, we got one of my favorite new characters, Ken, probably because he was voiced by my favorite actor, Michael Keaton. But that being said, it was Toy Story 2 that brought on the best and most important new characters to the franchise, and that's Jessie and Bullseye. Not only were these great new characters, they would also go on to play major roles in the Toy Story movies moving forward. making them to what I believe the most beloved added characters to the franchise.
Come with me.
What?
Andy will play with all of us. I know it.
Woody,
And let's not forget Barbie, which is a toy character they wanted for the first film, but Mattel would not budge. But with the success of the first film, the toy company finally gave in, and in Toy Story 2, we finally got Barbie.
I'm tour guide Barbie. Please keep your hands, arms, and accessories inside the car.
This, of course, led to the franchise being able to use Ken in Toy Story 3. And by what I just said about Ken, you know that makes me happy. There's just no doubt about it. Toy Story 2 has the best added characters in any Toy Story movie. The Toy Story films have some great villains. In Toy Story 1, we had Sid, the troubled child who destroyed toys for fun. In Toy Story 3, we got Lotso the Huggin' Bear, a crazed bully toy with controlling issues and a team of henchmen. In Toy Story 4, we got Gabby Gabby, an unloved sad doll who lets her sadness turn her into a villainous toy. And my favorite of them all, Stinky Pete, who is of course the main bad guy in Toy Story 2, voiced by Kelsey Grammer. Stinky Pete is part of the Woody's Roundup franchise, a mint condition toy still in its packaging who wants to prevent Woody from returning to Andy.
I tried reasoning with you, Woody, but you keep forcing me to take extreme measures.
I myself am a toy collector, and of course as a collector, I leave them in their original packaging and put them on a shelf. So you could say I could be a Toy Story villain, who is making villains out of my toys by not playing with them. Oh no, what have I done? What have I become?
This town ain't big enough for the two of us. That's right. I'm talking to you. We toys can see everything.
So play nice.
Ah!
Try not shedding a tear while watching Jesse's story. If you think you can, well, don't forget they have the Sarah McLachlan song, When She Loved Me, playing in the background. So, yeah. Jesse's story has to be one of the top 3 saddest moments in Toy Story history. I mean, supposedly when Tom Hanks and Tim Allen first seen the scene, it left them in tears. And they're not alone. As my first time seeing it, I sobbed my little eyes out. And that wasn't the last time Jesse's heartbreaking story would leave this now grown man in tears. Yeah, that's right. A grown man can shed a little tear over a toy's sadness. But it's just that good. I mean, when you have millions of people feeling the emotions of a fictional plastic toy, that's pretty amazing.
You never forget kids like Emily or Andy.
Slinky Dog is my favorite supporting character in Toy Story. He's loyal and a true friend to Woody, and was voiced by Jim Varney in the first 2 films. Growing up a big Ernest fan, I love this fact and love what he did with the character, putting his own unique brand of humor into it that always gets me laughing.
I had a feeling it was you, Buzz. My front end just had to catch up with my back end.
But sadly, Jim Varney would pass away in 2000. And his buddy Blake Clark would voice the character in Toy Story 3 and 4. And he does a good job. Being Jim Varney's last time voicing Slinky Dog makes Toy Story 2 special to me.
Golly, Bob, howdy.
But it's not just that. Toy Story 2 is just all around my favorite movie with the character. He gets to go on the mission with Buzz to save Woody, which gives him quite a bit of screen time, and that makes me happy. Plus, we get to see some of Slinky Dog's funniest moments. Any chance I get to celebrate one of my favorite supporting characters of all time, I take that chance, and Toy Story 2 makes me want to do just that. So here's to Slinky Dog for being so awesome.
I found your hat, Woody.
My hat! Oh, Slink! Thank you! Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Toy Story 2 is literally the little movie that could, or even the film that almost got completely lost. The movie was originally planned to be a direct-to-video sequel like the other Disney sequels of the time. It was even in question whether they would bring Tom Hanks and Tim Allen back to reprise their roles. But Disney would start to get excited about the film and decided the movie would be a theatrical release after all. But Pixar had other issues now with how the film was going and wanted to scrap what they had and start over. Disney did not agree with this. But Pixar would revamp the film anyways, and that doesn't mean Disney would change the release date, leaving them only 9 months to revamp and finish the movie, and they did just that. Toy Story 2 had to go through a lot to get made into the movie we know and love today. And if it didn't, it probably wouldn't be the same. So give it up for the little movie that could. The end credits play like a movie blooper reel, watching all our beloved Toy Story characters as if they're actors playing a role for the film. It's brilliant and hilarious. I absolutely love this. I actually feel it's not only the best ending credit scenes in any Toy Story film, but also the funniest parts in the Toy Story 2 movie.
What good acting. That was a good take.
We even get a small little crossover from characters that think they're making their second Pixar film.
I don't understand. What is it then?
They used the same idea for the Bugs Life movie, which came out a year prior, and it worked great, but somehow the Toy Story 2 credits work even better. They even reveal Woody as quite the prankster.
What? What's so funny? Woody!
Well, these are my reasons for loving this movie so much. With me, it could be a part, a fact, a laugh, a song, or many other reasons a movie can be at the top. And it's close in a franchise with some great animated films. However, for me, my favorite Toy Story movie will always be Toy Story 2.
Few hours you'll be sitting around a campfire with Andy making delicious hot schmoes.